Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video of the shaming variety. So this is a video idea that I've had for about a month now, and the books have been off my shelf for about that long, and the thought of doing it gave me anxiety because it's bad. Like, some of them are book outlet purchases where I was like, oh, they have book 1 and 2, I'll pick those up. In some cases the whole series. Some cases, I think one case I've been buying them on release day and still haven't read them. We're going to be going over the book series that I have 2, sometimes 3, or even all of the books in that series, but I haven't read a single one. Okay, so today I put a little bit more effort in my appearance than I did last Saturday. I still have to leave in 30 minutes, so maybe if I had just put less effort into my appearance and more effort into this video, maybe I wouldn't be strapped for time. But I digress. I have 25 minutes to go until I have to leave for work. I'm gonna bring the memory card with me again and we'll make it happen, we'll make it work. Okay, so I'll go over them. I don't know much about any of them just simply because I'm really bad at remembering what things are about, especially when I have so many synopsises in my head. Yes, I know that's not the real word, but that and editing just gets stuck like on repeat in my head. Like, I have to edit a video and then I'll be like, I edited a video, and then I'll just be like, I edited a video. And so these are synopsises, but I don't have the synopsises, so we're just gonna have to pretend like I'm not the biggest hot mess in the world. So most of these, like I said, are book outlet purchases, so we'll start here. I believe I have the whole series. This is the Name of the Star series, and this is by Maureen Johnson. So the first book is called The Name of the Star, the second book is called The Madness Underneath, and the third book is called The Shadow Cabinet. To the best of my knowledge, I believe this is something about something to do with Jack the Ripper. At least that's what I thought anyway. I don't know how long I've had these books. Well over 2 or 3 years, probably like 5. Ooh, we got a map, y'all. A map. Okay. This is definitely historical fiction to the best of my knowledge, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. When was this book published? Okay, hold on. What's this? We have borders on some of the pages. Oh, that's cute. Is that chapter borders? Yep, looks like we have chapter borders. Instead of like chapter headers, we have like chapter borders. That's cute. Love that. Will I get to this? I hope so. It says Jack the Ripper is back and he's coming for Rory next. I don't know who Rory is, but whoever that is, they better watch out. Anyways, this is The Name of the Star series by Maureen Johnson. Hopefully I do end up getting to this at some point in my life because I own 3 and I do think that's all the books in the series. Let's go to one that was popular a really long time ago, and it would have been something that I picked up on Book Outlet as well. We have the Etiquette and Espionage, and then the second one, Curtsies and Conspiracies. So I have both of these by Gail Carriger. This is a finishing school series. I don't know how many are actually in this book. At least 3, because we have the third one on the back there. I think that we're like, let's see. Oh, we're throwing knives. Interesting. Yeah, I think I knew what this was about at one point in time, but like most things in life, it's just like right gone, you know? Look, I didn't say that I was the most competent booktuber, and I also didn't imply that I didn't have a shopping problem. So I don't know why you're judging me. Anyways, let's go to some more. I think these are also going to be book outlet purchases. This was, I think, bought in the same vein as the other, that one that I just talked about and the one that's next. So these are the Born of Illusion and Born of Deception. I'm not sure which is first, but I think this is a duology. And this is by Terry Brown. To the best of my knowledge, this was about I think she has like the powers to like maybe see ghosts or something like that. Oh, nope, just kidding. It's the illegitimate daughter of Harry Houdini. Wow, I really be buying gimmicky books. But I mean, it sounded good at the time. I own 2 of them, so hopefully at some point, even if I just like get an audiobook and like listen to it in the car, I hope to ingest these at some point in my life. The next one, I believe these are also Jack the Ripper novels. I have the first 2. I might even have a 3rd one somewhere. This is Jacoby. I think this is, oh look, we have an Abigail in here. It's 1892. I thought maybe there was there's definitely a serial killer. So, and I heard that these are like super good. These are like awesome. By the way, all of these so far have been YA. I don't know if that was implied or not, but I went through like a really, like I wanted to ingest all of the historical fiction, fantasy, YA, and I bought them all, but I never read them. Anyway, stop judging me. These are by William Ritter, and I heard that these were really good, and I do hope to get to them at some point, especially since I've been like, I know I keep saying I don't like historical fiction, but like my appetite like for historical fiction lately, I just bought like 3 historical fictions for no good reason. Like, well, I wanted to read them, but like no good reason. Like, do I need more books on my shelf? No. Am I gonna keep buying them? Probably. So stop judging me. Okay, so you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. Here is more YA. Ooh, that one had a dust cloud on it. Ooh, no. Theodora Goss. This is the Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, and this is the second one. She major chunk. I hope I get to it at some point. There's been like a resurgence of people enjoying this book lately, so hopefully that will be sort of like a hint to like get it together and read it. I think these are following like we have Mary Jekyll and Edward Hyde. I think they're with the assistance of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And I think that these are told in like first person, and like I think so occasionally she'll interject herself, the narrator, who I think is, I'm guessing is Mary Jekyll. Anyways, I own book 1 and 2. I don't know if there's more, but I definitely own the first 2, so hopefully I can get to them at some point. Maybe. In the same vein as those, historical fiction, fantasy, YA, this one almost doesn't count in the book series in this video because I have read the first one. This is The Kiss of the Deception book series. This is The Heart of Betrayal, and then this one is The Beauty of Darkness, and she real chunk too. I think I found this one unscribbed, or the first one unscribbed, so if I just like re-listen to the first one, I feel like I can potentially hop back into these 2. I know that they were like super popular a couple years ago. As with most of these books, these are going to be popular books of the past, just because I typically when I'm looking for books, I end up buying way more than I could possibly read, and this leads me to have way more books on my shelf from like popular of the past than currently popular. So what do I have to do to correct that? I have to buy more popular books now so that I can read them, and then eventually we'll be doing like maybe like 2 years from now, I'll do the books that I bought this year but never got to. Anyways, so let's shame me completely. I like the first book. That's the only one that doesn't really fit in here. But in the same vein, historical fiction, YA fantasy, The Fallen Kingdoms, and Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. I have the first 2. I never got around to reading these when they were popular. We have another map. There's a map. I know that these are like pitched as the YA Game of Thrones, and I did like Game of Thrones. Both the first book that I did read and the TV show. I think we all liked that a little bit until the 8th season, but that's controversial, so we're not going to talk about that. But I digress. This was good at the time, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it recently. So I'm wondering if, like, I don't even know if the book series is over. Like, how, and I know they're told in multiple perspectives. Yeah. That could be confusing. I dealt with Game of Thrones. I don't know, you know, I'm just like, for these books that have been on my shelf for so long, I sort of find myself looking for excuses as to why I shouldn't read them. Not that I shouldn't, but like reasons why it's okay if they just sit on my shelf a little longer. And that's a problem that I need to address, but we're gonna move on. I have 2 more to talk about, and I think these 2 are gonna be the most shocking. Let's start with this one. So I have Victoria Schwab's This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. This is a duology, so I own the complete series, and I think I've been picking these up on release day, and I picked the 2 of them up on release day and I never got around to them. So that's kind of bad. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I can't remember, but I know for sure the last one I definitely have been picking up on release day, except for the last one. These are about, I think they're about monsters and like how when you do bad things, a monster is born, and there's like different kinds of monsters, and I think we're following a monster and someone whose dad hunts monsters. I couldn't tell you, but I did happen to find this one unscribed, so if I do feel like listening to it, I can just like listen to it, see if it's something that I'm interested in, and then if not, maybe I'll unhaul these books. I don't know. And the final and possibly the most shocking and possibly the most like what are you doing? I have A Study in Charlotte, and this is by Brittany Cavallaro, and I have The Last of August and The Case for Jamie, and I think there's one more that came out, and I believe, to the best of my knowledge, take a shot every time I say the best of our knowledge. To the best of my knowledge, these are sort of Charlotte, which is the distant relative of Sherlock Holmes, and I don't know what the boy's name is, but it's a long distant relative. Oh, it's Jamie, duh. Jamie Watson would be the relative of Watson. So I have the 3, and like I said, I do think I was picking these up on release day. These are still pretty popular. People are still reading these, so maybe if I just kind of like watch other people's excitement for these books, maybe that will make me want to pick them up. Maybe. Anyways, I feel like I'm missing some, to be honest. I feel like there's a couple that didn't make it off my shelves, but I think this is a pretty decent amount of books, pretty decent, shameful amount of books that I own multiple in this series, but I haven't read. So that is it for today's video. If you have any books like these, maybe that you haven't read and you have multiple, please feel free to make me feel better in the comments down below. As well as if you own any of these and you read them and you're like, dude, you gotta read them. Like, you gotta read them. Like, maybe drop those in the comments down below too, so maybe I can get to some of these at some point. Okay, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like me and would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I would be so happy to have you. Alright, I hope that you are being safe, washing your hands, taking care of yourselves. Bye, guys.